Subaru BRZ TSV Toyota 86 GTS with performance kit comparison. Subaru, both the BRZ and 86 have been given a minor update for 2018, including a new range of performance parts, Brembo brakes, Sachs suspension and fresh 17-inch alloy wheels. Subaru has opted to create a special model using its STI Performance brand, calling it the BRZ TS. Priced from $39,894, it is slightly more expensive, $494 to be precise, than the 86 with the same new gear. Of course, if you find a friendly dealer you might be able to get them to match, or even better, the price of the 86. But on paper, officially the BRZ is the pricier option. Toyota, instead of a specific new model, Toyota has opted to make the new parts available as an upgrade kit. On the top spec GTS model we tested, that means the $2,200 kit brings the total price of the car to $39,400. But there are some other new changes for both models, specifically a new infotainment system. They also come with LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, air conditioning and a limited slip differential as standard. Ultimately there is very little to choose between these two cars, not surprisingly given they rebuilt in the same factory, but for the money saved the 86 gets the win. Subaru, improving the plain interior has been a focus for both Subaru and Toyota. In the case of the BRZ there are some new elements for the TS, including a new steering wheel with STI logo, red leather on the bottom part of the wheel and red stitching, as well as red seat belts, Alcantara trim with red highlights and an STI logo on the starter button. It gives the TS a slightly fresher appearance from the rest of the range, but the cabin remains quite plain, with some cheap-looking plastics and switchgear, a side effect of its position as an affordable sports car. Toyota, the 86 has been given much the same treatment, albeit without the STI logos. There is a new look steering wheel with red stitching, red trim highlights on the seat but no red belts. Both cars offer 4 seats in theory, but the rears are extremely tight and only for kids on short trips. Again, there is not much to choose between these two almost identical cars, but we'll give the edge to Subaru for its red belts, which tie in with the sportier vibe of the TS. Subaru, surprise, surprise, both cars are powered by the same 2.0-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine that produces 152 kilowatts of power and 212 Nm of torque, paired to a 6-speed manual transmission as standard. It's not the most powerful engine, in fact it's outgunned by most hot hatches, but it does the job well. It needs to be revved hard to get the best out of it, and that ties in nicely with the car's character as a sporty but simple coupe. Toyota, the engine is nicely matched to the rest of the car, the gearbox and chassis. The transmission ratios are well spaced for the engine, but the shift action could be nicer, with a slightly rubbery feeling. While more power and torque would be nice, it's easy to understand Toyota's concerns that too much grunt would spoil the balance. There's nothing to choose between these two under the bonnet, either on paper or on the road, so neither can claim an advantage. Subaru, this is where the new performance parts come into play. Subaru says its STI engineers have retuned the suspension with the new Sachs dampers and STI coil springs in a bid to improve steering response without making the ride uncomfortable. Of course, the BRZ and 86 were already stiffly sprung in the first place, so there wasn't much ride comfort to worry about. The changes make a slight difference, as the steering feels a bit sharper when you turn into a corner, but fundamentally the driving character of the BRZ remains unchanged. It's a fun, engaging little sports car to drive. Toyota, arguably the biggest difference in performance between the regular model and the TS and 86 with performance kit are the tires. Both cars have also added Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires, instead of the standard low-resistance rubber, for improved grip. Unfortunately, the lower grip of the standard hoops was part of the appeal of the 86/BRZ, so while the new Michelins allow you to throw it into a corner slightly quicker, it comes at the expense of diluting some of the original charm. The other new element of the performance kit, TS package, are the brakes. The new stoppers are 326mm by 30mm ventilated front rotors and 316mm by 20mm rotors at the rear, with the front clamped by bamboo calipers. They provide better stopping power and a stronger bite when you hit the pedal. Subaru, obviously there's not much to split these two cars, aside from the badge. The BRZ TS is a nice addition to the range and adds a new element of performance to the car after 6 years on sale. Toyota, the 86 GT with performance package offers the same on-road experience as the Subaru. But the Toyota's narrow price advantage and cheaper servicing give it enough difference to be declared the better buy.